We are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. To throw right away is Howell. And incomplete to open things up.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell, man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Good for 30 and a first. Up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Howell. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's right. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Gibson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Howell, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The QB sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, O'Neal. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. O'Neal. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I know this isn't what they were hoping to see at any point this season from their new starter because they brought him in to take care of the ball and add a new dimension to the offense. They didn't expect the dimension to be a bunch of turnovers, and that's what's happening right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw again on 2nd down. Howell. That's into a crowd and intercepted. picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. The first carry down. This is Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. The Dolphins at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Mostert will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. First down, Howell to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Howell. And a quick throw here that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws.
And he works free. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, O'Neal. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Back to throw again. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, he fakes a spike. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Faking the handoff, Howell. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He's got it to Gibson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw on second down, O'Neal. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Play action. O'Neal. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll get 34 yards there.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Play action. It's Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Now, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something...
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now throwing on 1st down here. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, here's Howell. Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Howell. Complete, it's Dotson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll go play action. Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Another throw for Howell.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Touchdown, Washington.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Looking to throw on second down. O'Neal is going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and a mile. And going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now. Down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and 1 less down to try and get it.
Now this throw caught left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Sam Howell, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On second down, Williams. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw. O'Neal. And he He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Howell to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He's got the 1st down and more. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. He's at the 30, 10, 10, 5.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 38, Dolphins 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Commanders,
they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall